Meanwhile, the battle over two Cobblestone District buildings is now heading back to court after the appellate division ruled in favor of building owner Darryl Carr.
And tonight, we're hearing actually from the building owner and acting mayor about the legal battle. 2 on Your Side's Nate Benson is once again following that story for us. Nate?
Yeah, good evening, Scott and Mary Alice. The appellate division reinstated a lawsuit filed by Carr that was dismissed by a lower court. But one thing revealed in that decision was that the city hasn't moved forward with eminent domain against Carr like they said they were going to. Cobblestone District building owner Darryl Carr is taking a bit of a victory lap on Thanksgiving Eve after the Appellate Division 4th Department reversed a previously dismissed lawsuit, and now Carr and the city will go to court over his desire to tear down 110 and 118 South Park Ave.
Any victory in these battles is good.
But if you recall, the city was planning on moving ahead with trying to take the property from Carr. Back in February, city officials also took a victory lap, so to speak, when the 4th Department ruled that they could move forward with eminent domain proceedings against Carr. At the time, 9 months ago, I asked about the timeline to take those properties. How soon could the city take control of the property?
You know, we're gonna move as quickly as we possibly can. You know, every day matters if you take into consideration the condition of the property. So we're gonna move as quickly as we can at any speed that the courts will allow us to do so.
But an interesting nugget was revealed in a different 4th Department decision rendered last week. In their decision, the justices outlined that, quote, the city has not yet commenced a proceeding to acquire the properties. So what happened? And why did the city not continue the eminent domain process? My colleague Claudine Ewing asked the acting mayor about that Wednesday morning.
Why hasn't the city filed eminent domain paperwork yet?
We are certainly talking about it. We'll continue to do that, whether it's Cobblestone, the Buffalo Grand. We're going to use any avenue, any mechanism we have at our disposal to make sure that we can make sure that these properties are productive.
While that's not exactly a clear answer from the acting mayor, I was told more information would be provided soon. With the 4th Department's decision last week, the city and Carr will now go back to court, possibly before the Christmas holiday, to argue the lawsuit he filed after the June 2024 fire. He applied for a demolition permit after that fire because more than 50% of the buildings were destroyed, and city code says he would be able to do that. However,
And the big contention was that the building wasn't made of wood, and they kept saying it's heavy timber, it's not wood, but my 6-year-old note says timber is wood, my 5-year-old.
Carr hopes that with the lawsuit reinstated, he will be granted a demolition permit and begin development of a 50-story project he calls Unity Tower. It's something he's pitched for nearly 20 years, but has been dismissed as unrealistic by city officials. On Your Side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.